Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of that, so your dad is irrationally optimistic and confident, and that's rubbed off on you. How does that play with what we see on Twitter, and a lot of which is like negative and critical?
Look, it's not easy all the time. I'll tell you that. There's been, and it's an acquired skill to put up with it, basically, meaning I've had to practice and get good at taking the crap and feeling okay. So when it comes to getting hate online, it is not easy to let it roll off, and it takes practice. It's a muscle to build over time. But yeah, I think the most hurtful stuff is when it's not the anons, it's not the crazy people. It's the folks who, kind of have a little bit of they are somebody that maybe has some, pull in a community. And then when they start, getting all over you, that's when it's harder to let it roll off. But no, I feel very blessed. Like the last year on the internet with some of the madness going on with Chris Powers and me and some of the others was craziness. But in general, the internet has added so much value to my life that I can take it. How do you feel about it? Because you get a little bit of hate too.
Yeah, I do. And it's just like, I think I agree with you, where the people that I don't respect, their hate doesn't really bother me. But I think sometimes when the hate does bother me is because I know there's some truth buried in that makes me feel insecure, you know, and it makes me self-reflect, even if it's an anonymous person at times. But I care probably a lot more than you do about what people think. And so that I run things through more of a filter, which I probably shouldn't on the internet. And I'm getting better about caring less. But that is one way I'm different.
I think it's natural. Like as any human being with confidence and an ego, it's really hard. Like you can say that you don't care what people think, but it's a lie, especially the right people. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a balance. It's a balance between having the self-confidence and trust. And with that comes some, with 10 years of doing this and 5 years of putting it on the internet, I have more confidence and trust in myself, so I can kind of push through. But yeah, it does matter what people think. So if it doesn't hurt, people are lying.
Yeah. I mean, the best way to build confidence is to do cool things and to be successful and be proud of yourself. You can't fake it. Like you can fake it to a point, but it only gets you so far. You actually have to go do cool things worth being confident about.
Yeah. And the network grows with that. It's hilarious to see these, college networking events where all the kids run around saying, help me, help me, help me, help me. When in reality, the best way to build a network is to get really freaking good at something. Like nobody cared to know Nick Huber or who I was until I had bought those first 10 self-storage facilities, and they thought that they could gain something from me. So an important realization for me and a kind of a shift in my career was understanding that every single person in the world is selfish. They're selfish. Like what's in it for me? From my wife has married me because she thinks I'm a good leader of our family and I'm decent to be around, to my business partner, who is a business partner of mine because he thinks he pays me less in my percentage of the cash flow than value I add to the businesses, on down to the employees, to everybody else. So that mindset shift has been massive for me, just realizing that, hey, it's not about you. Give other people what they want.